So have you guys had any experiences? Have you been the woman who's cutting other women down?
I think we cut each other down because that's all we've seen. Or that's all we've ever known. So I've seen a lot of relationships where women are cutting each other down to get to the top. So I don't know, it's because that's the only thing we've ever seen.
So you become what you see.
So you become what you see. So I guess if there were more, and like let me talk about specifically my industry, right? Very few women who hold each other up. I think in the creative space, right? So I haven't had a role model. I haven't had someone model for me what that looks like. Growing up in my career.
It's really powerful. Yeah, it's really powerful.
And I think that's why for me, I'm deliberately now modeling that for the women that I lead, so that they know you don't have to cut each other down. But personally for me, it's because I've never seen a relationship like that.
What exactly is cutting each other down? Is it competition? Because in my world, I don't care if you're a woman or a man. Compare yourself.
Yeah.
No. So it shouldn't be, I think, if you're a woman, I'll be more lenient. What I will do is give you my time and like guide you my expertise. Nikiona uko serious, okay, then I know you're just like me. You're a shark in the water. When you smell blood, you'll attack and you do whatever, regardless of whether you're male or female. You know, I know that you're hungry for something. I know you're aggressive, and that's always a good thing. If we now start looking at, we need to give, that kumbaya sort of a yes, because you're a woman, then I'm always going to have your back. Listen, if you're not a hard worker, if you're not, I'm not going to give excuses for you. Get out of the way. I will move with you, by the way. That's in my world.
Women, the reason why women maybe cut each other down, if I understand what you guys are talking about, I feel it's more, like if you were to dig deeper, it's more about how we feel about ourselves. I feel like most women, even those who we admire so much, those people who look, because like women, the people who look the best are and maybe are doing well in their careers, all of us have such deep insecurities that sometimes we don't talk about. And so, how I can best describe that insecurity is, when a man looks at himself in the mirror, from what I've seen with my husband, he tends to see himself as, he'll flex, irrespective of what his body type looks like. But most women, if you are being honest, if you look at yourself in the mirror, you can always see something that can be better. And I think starting from there is where now we're not secure enough to be able to therefore now lift each other up. So that's the generalization, of course, but when you come to specifics, you find that people, not all women are like that. So, like my own experience in my first place of work, I met a lady who is 7 years older than me, and at the time, I had more qualification than her, but we were doing the same job. Because her life, she hadn't gone through campus first, she had gone to college. But that lady could speak French, can speak French, and she knew her job. We were working in the exports department of that company, and she trained me. She loved me, as in she just mentored me, and now, up to date, she's like my sister. Most women start from a place of insecurity. It is not necessarily the truth for everyone. Yeah.
But I feel like we've got stereotypes. So we've got the mother-in-law stereotype.
Yes.
We've got the stepmom stereotype. We've got the wretched sisters-in-law. Like how your sisters-in-law, are they like cool people?
Yeah.
If they're cool, it's such an anomaly. And I'm like,
or your mother-in-law.
I know. I'm like, mother-in-law, like, some people in this table have acted in that particular show. But it actually, it's so close to home in terms of, it's not a character that we think, it should be the father-in-law who's mean, who's all of these things. So there are actually stereotypes that have been formed around women.
The female boss stereotype.
The female boss, and how she's inaccessible, she's a mean, she's all of those.
But a real thing.
Exactly. And so I think Mwalimu is on, it feels like there's a divide. Because to be honest, I feel like stereotypes form what exists already.
That's cool.
Like
But that
what
one
is
is cutting
happening?
each other
I'll
down.
give you an example, of what
Yeah.
one of the things I consider cutting each other down is the labeling we do of other women.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
And we label, and I find a lot of times 90% of the people who label have never even had an experience with you. Right? So we're sitting here and let's say we're talking about a lady called Christine, right? Like, so let's say Jojo has had an experience with Christine, and we're sitting here talking about Christine, and Jojo is like, Christine is such a bitch. Can I say that? Anyway, Christine is such a bitch, right? Then I'm like, really? The next time I go somewhere and we're talking about Christine, I'm like, do you know Christine is really a bitch? I've never had an experience with her. And I think for me, one of the ways we cut each other down is with the labels that we give. And my pushback to that is, and I've experienced that as a female boss, right? I keep laughing. I behave the same way my CEO behaves. Attention to detail. I'm really firm. I expect X, Y, Z. But I get labeled a bitch. But my male CEO is like, he's a good leader. He's firm. And I find that a lot of times the people that label women are other women. So for me, that's one way we cut each other down.
Even I have,
You know, so
was joining a new place to work, and I was going to lead that team of people. And one person specifically admitted to me later that when she had that, I'm coming into that space and I'm coming from a big corporate etc., she had already decided that this person, oh my God, it's going to be hell. But a few months later, she was, essentially in that conversation, she was sort of apologizing and saying, what? I was wrong. I was wrong. Because it's that thing of you've decided that someone is going to be a certain way. So for example, in that situation I described about my friend, the natural thing you would expect, and which is what is more common, is that if you're a lady and you see a younger lady has come, she's doing the same job as you but she has more qualifications, you first of all think that she's going to ambusha you, she's going to pita you, you know. So you would not, typically one would not be seen taking their time to help you and to train you and to, you know, which is what this person did. But now she's even ahead of me in terms of qualifications and all that. But, so, and out of all of that, instead of it ending up being a typical stereotype situation, it ends up being a friendship that has transcended now. It's almost 2 decades now.
I feel like I've been really disappointed with many women that I look up to in every space, because all the time it's an issue of you're this, like even without interacting with you, just because I might be bold and, you know, loud, not necessarily, I really, and I say this openly now, it's actually overcompensating. I'm scared. It's how I'm surviving.
Really?
I'm surviving, literally. I'm surviving. And you know, you're literally not even floating. So I had this really horrible experience. And you know, first of all, let me start maybe with someone I was dating. And no, things really didn't work out. And the women around him literally ganged up and they were like, we told you so. This person is like this and like this. And these are the women I was hoping to be my mentors, couples. You know, I'm like, wow, these guys, can we go visit them? What do we take? What do we do? Because I'm like, these are the people who will be in our life, you know, which one do we pick as the best couple? You know, like I was really excited about that. But it became, those are the same people that, for instance, like in a later time, I think even like 2 years later, you know, I hear someone say, that girl, you know, it's a woman who's telling someone else about me, and this person never even took time to talk to me. There's always two sides of a story. But other than that, I feel like it's survival for the fittest. When you're drowning, and I haven't cut women down, and unlike you, I'm actually the kind of person who will take a woman and train her by force and teach her and
like
cut
me.
her up.
You know how many women
No, I know, no, I'm saying, I'm not saying you haven't trained. I'm saying
they will be watching this and they know.
babe, listen, I'm saying
Comment in the comment section.
I'm saying for you, if there was a woman and a man, and the man is not determined, you will go with that person, right?
Yeah, I'll go with the one who's.
So for me,
I will try with the woman though.
Yeah.
But
so for me, I will absolutely just, you know, I'll be like, chick, we're doing this. Come, I show you. You've never done production. I will teach you. This is what we do. This is what, and this. I'm not sidelining the guy. I'm like, the guy can do technical, something else really, but this person, I literally,
That's me.
because I haven't had that. All the people in my life, most of the mentors and the role models, and as you grow as a woman, then you realize those kind of relationships are a bit awkward because huyu ako hivi juu ako na huyu. But the women who've had opportunities have been in my space, haven't plugged in. And you know, you're calling, you know, you're...
I relate to this story. When I was starting out in media, I was from Campo. I was still in Campo when I got my first internship. I was the first intern at this media company. Not even the one that I'm known for way back.
I know that
Because
one.
intern.
I know that one.
Yeah. But the training was good and everything, but from day one when I started, because first of all I took the initiative to walk up to the boss and tell him, listen, I know I'm here, I was going in there as a part of the street team to hand out flyers, posters, blah, blah, blah. But I took the initiative to be like, you know what, I know you guys are starting out, I want to be your first intern. And as much as I know that kutakuwa na shida in terms of pesa, hapa na pale, I'm willing to come in and work for free. And everyone was like, are you sure? And said, yes. Now, maybe because of that aggressiveness, one of the already lead female presenters on the station just had a negative attitude towards me. Like literally, how wasn't it ile ya chini chini ati anaongea behind my back in my face in front of everyone. Sasa unajua na intern unafikira hapo unakuja kuchange nini? As she's walking into the studio, you know? Wow. Like loud and not even apologizing, and she would push me in the corridor as it was that vicious. The days I'd cry but then still turn up because I said I'm not going to let this be what stops me from achieving my goals. I said if anything I'm going to be more aggressive. I'll be quiet, I'll go home and cry, or to my hostel room and cry, but the next day I'm still going to show up. And every day it was like it was getting worse and worse. Until to a point people had to step in and tell her you need to chill. And that's the other thing. Other women were not trying to stop her or check her to tell her by there, madam unadu nini, acha ujinga. I was really young. I am not threat at all. You already have the job. Mimi nika intern, hata sijamaliza chuo. I'm coming in just to learn.
And you see,
know?
that's a perfect example of someone's own internal insecurities prevent them from seeing that you're obviously not a threat at that point.
Exactly.
It's just that it's like you're a beacon. You're just every time they see you, they're feeling the sirens of danger.
The one person
And
who
it's-
gave me
and
most
it's-
hell at one of the places I've ever worked, I used to say hi to her from the first day I walked in. Yani, I haven't even gotten the job. I was going for the voice test. I was like, hi. She's like, And back I was like, wait, maybe let me try tomorrow. Like
Maybe today
seriously,
in my
I was like,
issue
let me try tomorrow, and it was hell. As it was such hell. And this one time, she looked at me and she said, "You remind me of me." And I was like, no, this is not about me at all.
Yeah.
It's just unfortunate I've come in this body, in this shape. And this one time, you know, like even in front of everyone, but even me, she was like, you think you're this, you think you're that, you think, and that's the day I actually like stood up and I said, you don't know me. You have never spent time to talk to me. You have no right to say who you think I am.
I haven't had good experiences with bosses, but also it's because I think nobody was also good to them or showed them the way so that they could be good themselves. And then one time when I was in the middle of the shits with one of my bosses who eventually sort of let me go, although it's a thing that happens with me when I hang on to a place for too long and God is saying go like that. So one day I was listening to Pastor Simon, and Pastor Simon gave a speech preaching a sermon about pink men and blue ladies, and he explained what blue ladies are, who are basically like men in the office. And I understood that those ladies were just trying to be men in the office and they didn't know another way to go, and that is not my personality. My personality is the mothering that we heard just now. And I think even the way that I carry myself is just that way. So, you know, I'm not refusing to do what you're saying. I'm going to do it, and I won't do it as aggressively. So maybe Rachel, me and you would, you know, blood in the water, you would smell it and you would kill me.
At the end of the day, a woman needs to embrace how she lives. And also, we have to recognize that apart from being just a male or a female leader, we also have temperaments. So, and some women have, you know, choleric, melancholic, as in we all have different temperaments. So, that also means that two women will not really live the same.
I had a conversation with my former boss and she said, it was a sorry, I'm sorry, you know, yeah, we could do this better, yeah, we could try, yeah, we can work this out, you know, it's not you, it's me. We have the conversation. And then she goes like, you know, genuinely, I'm so used to working with men. I do not know how to behave around a woman. And I think it just means, you know, like poles repel, eh? Jamas are so superficial. Like they'll just be like, awe Buddha, ato ufala, toa yo cable hapo, you know, inaisha hapo.
Yeah.
But for a chick, you pile up. You're like, hey, Jana aliniambia hivi, but maybe she's in a bad mood. Hey, leo tena amefanya hivi. Kesho tena. The next day, so it's like a whole other thing. So I felt like having that conversation and her actually saying, I'm honestly not used to working with women, but I want to try work with you. Like there's nothing, you're not a bad, you know, you're trying, look, what's the problem? You're not a bad person. You're, you know, like you're just trying, they're all trying to do this thing, you know. So it was a bit awkward because I was like, yeah, I don't know what to say.
So if you feel good about yourself, then you treat other people well.
That's true.
Yes, that's true. I wanted to say that much as it's about the workplace, I think it all starts with even the way we form friendships. It's the way that I can meet Rachel and we strike up a conversation, and maybe after that become friends, looking at the things that we have in common. But I think also that sometimes you can have friends who actually are jealous of you. They become jealous not because of anything that you do, maybe it's the things that you have. I have a family. I maybe haven't gone up the corporate ladder and stuff yet. But when you look at me, maybe you have, on the other side you are a career person, and on this side you're not. And so you look at me and you see me coming that direction.
Purchase your tracks today.